right? I don't. Before I even introduce the guests, like they're sitting here and they just saw the intro for the intro video that we had somebody make us here
Right.
for Claves Online, and it's I mean the stuff that people are able to do the behind. I mean, you see here we have Tony Award winning actor Joe Mantegna and actor Ronnie Marmo here joining us on Radio Row in Los Angeles as we are on day 2 here on this Tuesday. The stuff that behind the scenes people do and the movies and TV shows and everything, it's incredible, right? It's absolutely astonishing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, people at home, they watch the finished product, but they don't know that, you know, what it takes to get to that finished product. So many hands have to touch it for it to be something that we just watch and take for granted. Yeah, for sure.
The story I've been telling with the guy that we had, Sam, the guy that made that video, I sat down and I tried to do something like that. 6 hours I spent sitting in front of my computer trying to make anything, and it wasn't even to the point where I saved it. Like I just, you know what, I gave up and I hit.
Oh, I'm no good at any of that stuff.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's unreal. You guys here today talking about the new the show that you guys are working on. I am Lenny Bruce, which people could look for Facebook, Instagram, that. But I know what's important to you guys is it's 12:30 here in LA. We were trying to figure out there's a panini.
Well, we're Italian. That's the problem. We see panini. We're like,
it ends in a vowel. It must be good.
No, that's over in the NFL Experience. There's like the Subway Vault. Is what that is. I don't know what Subway's doing over there, but they have a vault that I don't know if there's sandwiches inside or
there's
what.
a chance that sign doesn't even exist. It just says Panini, and we're Italian, so we're like, do you see that too? Does that say Panini? It's like we daydream it, you know. We're always looking to eat.
That's you know what, you're surrounded by members of media, so we are always looking for
a sandwich.
Yes,
pretty much a sandwich.
Yeah. But on set, I mean, you guys on set, Hollywood stuff, I mean, you guys have nice catering, food service, craft services, that stuff. I mean,
depends on the production, you know.
Yeah. Last couple of years, got to eat through a mask, though.
Yeah, it's hard to eat through a mask. That's true.
Has there been a movie, a set, a TV show that you guys have worked on that still to this day you talk about how great the catering was for
I thought Criminal Minds was like that.
Yeah, we had great caterers. This guy, our head chef was from Lebanon, and he was tremendous, you know. So we did that. That was I missed that. I'm hoping the show comes back just for the caterer,
just for the free lunch. He gets to eat a couple of days a week, right? No, it was great. Yeah.
I'm the same. Like I went. So we're from St. Louis. I went and I covered a Blues Blackhawks game at the United Center, and the mac and cheese there was so good that I reached out to the United Center and I was like, hey, where can I find this?
Yeah, that's great.
And they put me in touch with the chef. And the chef just sent me the recipe, and he was like, "There you go, make it at home."
Wow, was it as good?
It's heavy. Ooh, they a lot of heavy cream, a lot of cheese, and I can make it like maybe once a year.
And don't you have a unique pizza in St. Louis?
With the thin crust pizza, and it's so the thin crust like cracker almost, and Provel cheese.
Yeah, that's it. Cheese, yeah. I know you have
Provel. Yeah.
You have like a unique kind of a pizza.
Really, it's like a cracker almost.
It's different. Yeah, it's
different.
I'd probably like that because I like a thin slice. It's too doughy. I like a thin slice, extra sauce with light cheese. That's to me is like a perfect slice. You know,
it's people will they'll
St. Louis got a big Italian tradition too.
Yeah.
Lou Garagiola was from there, Joe Garagiola.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
hill,
Italians
right?
there.
The hill. Yeah. Just I mean, everybody has their favorite. You talk to people that like the hill, and every person will have their different different place, and that they'll want to go there. What have you done? What work have you done in St. Louis?
Actually, I was doing. When I started my career, I did the play Hair, 1969 through 71. I was doing that, and we were based in Chicago, but I remember they flew us to St. Louis to do some publicity and stuff around there because I think the show was going to eventually go down there. So I spent a few days. And growing up in Chicago was striking distance St. Louis. So, you know what I mean? So I spent some time down there, and I remember when they built the arch and all that stuff, and pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a big wrestling event there last week, and we were doing media stuff for it. And the amount of people that didn't realize you can go up into the arch and that you could go like tour. You can go up.
Really?
I have claustrophobia. I didn't do that because that elevator is just like
I've never done it.
It's
either.
like smaller than a phone booth.
Yeah.
And you're in this little thing, and it's like no. I'm not going up in it.
No,
No,
that's-
thank you.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, I want to go over there and see." I was like, "Yeah, you can go up it." They're like, "Really?
No,
Have
you
Nope.
can look at it nice. It's nice
Yeah.
on the outside looking up.
You can go up it. I'm not going to do it, but you
Exactly.
can go up it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
I've never
go
been.
touch it,
Yeah.
yeah, from the outside, and do that. So let's talk about a little bit the I Am Lenny Bruce. So you guys worked together before you guys started working on this?
Yeah. We've worked together a couple of times. He directed something at my theater company. It's just been a supporter of the theater group. And also, I wrote a film like 17 years ago called West of Brooklyn that Joe did a part on. And so, yeah, we've stayed in touch through the years. And then when this came up, I thought, well, there's only one guy I want to direct it, and it's Joe. And so I went to him with it, and we read through it, and he really, he saw enough there that we wanted to go further and see what we got. And now we're coming up on 5 years we've been running, so it's going great.
That's all. And so I mean, directing, going from the acting to directing, is that I mean, is your
Well, that's something. I had been dabbling in directing with theater for a while, all my career, and then when this particular piece that Ronnie had, I just thought this was just makings of a tremendous one-man show. He really embodied this character, spent years putting this material together, and it's not just his act. I mean, there's elements of the act in the show, but in this 90-minute show with no intermission, you get to see the life and times of this incredible entertainer, Lenny Bruce, who had such an impact on the world of entertainment, probably more so today than almost ever, because of all what's going on with the cancel culture and this, that, and the other. And here was a guy who paved the way for a lot of the great comics of today.
Yeah.
So I think in this 90-minute program, it tells an incredible story. It's very funny. It's shocking. It's touching. It runs the gamut. So I'm just proud to be part of it.
90 minutes, just one man.
90-minute monologue, just me.
How the first few times that you did, I mean, you said you've been running it for 5 years now. I'm going into it, those first few times. I mean, how lonely is that? I mean, is it lonely up on stage, or is it?
Yeah, it's lonely. It's even lonelier backstage when you're sitting alone in your dressing room. But yes, it's an interesting process. I'm still nervous to do it after all this time, and that's a good thing. That means I still it's a lot of words, and it comes at you so fast. And so I guess the fact that the play is still so humbling as an actor, that's why I'm still interested in doing it, because I don't feel like I've licked it yet, which is a good thing. So.
And the nerves for it. For doing it so many times, it's surprised that you just, by now, you just kind of roll out, okay, another day.
The few nights that I've thought I was good at it, I fall right on my face. It's better if I come from it from a place of not nervous where it's crippling, but excited about it. Let's use the word excited. I'm excited to present this thing. I mean, it's cool. It's fun, and it's certainly a challenge, and that's what I want to do. So.
And Joe, when you're directing just a one-man show, how much work goes into just having to direct one person?
Well, it's actually about the same. The only difference is when you got a lot of cast members is the blocking. In other words, you have to make sure you get where people are going to walk and where they're going to be. Here, you only got that one person to worry about. But it's still, all the elements are still there. You still have to make sense of what's happening, what's being said, how the effect of it, how the lighting, the setting, all of it. So it's but it makes for when you're having a cast meeting, it makes it a little more easier.
The cast party was boring.
And the catering bill is a lot less.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. Every time we're together, it's kind of like the cast party.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys are going to start touring nationally in February and start down in Tampa. So.
We start in West Palm next week.
I'm sorry, yeah.
And then we hit Tampa in May. And all along, we're still running in Chicago. So the show's running every weekend in Chicago. And then it's called the Venus Cabaret Theater. It's in Southport. And it's fantastic. It's a wonderful cabaret space, and it fits the show well. And so we're there every weekend, and then we're going to be going to the West Palm and Tampa, and we're setting up the rest of the tour. We'll see where we end up,
Awesome, guys. People can go on Facebook, Instagram, and search I Am Lenny Bruce for more information on this. And I really appreciate both of you guys stopping by today. Enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
You guys were able to go find yourself some food, too.
Thank you. We're working it out.
Where's the panini?
Panini. There it is.
At Western Illinois University, limits are meant to be pushed. Because the best change happens when people think in new and unexpected ways. At WIU, You'll experience a world where your presence matters, where your ideas take flight, and your determination opens the door to possibility. At WIU, we create a world that's brand new.